But as he begins to open up this doorway, you can see it looks like almost like a cavern-like entrance, kind of like a path. It looks different from the room you're in now. You can see there are many imperfections in the stone walls, giving off more of like a chaotic vibe, similar to some of the natural caverns that you saw when you were previously in the cavern system.
All right, into
You
the
guys win?
caves we go.
All right. Is it the same marching order?
Oh yeah, guinea pig first.
Keep it. Nice.
Sally,
All
a guinea
right.
pig.
Ava is the second guinea pig. Um, the cavern you enter is cold and small. Similar to the spiral staircase, it looks like it wasn't. It looks like it's not made for comfort. It is dead silent and ominous. You've been in caverns before, but this feels a little more sinister. And now you can see the walls are actually strangely smooth as you continue through this passage. And similar to the rest of this time you're in the city, you have that uneasy feeling of being watched.
Do they look like the other caves we went through? How was like all smooth?
You mean the last time you were in the Underdark?
Yeah.
Well, this isn't Underdark technically, but actually make a nature check.
I would like to see if I can hear anything.
Nine.
Make a perception check. 9. It's not too hard to tell. It looks like, I mean, especially since you've been in a previous cavern, you can see it looks to be like this. This doesn't appear to be very natural. At least mostly, as far as you can tell. The cavern walls aren't usually this smooth. It's kind of throwing you off a little bit.
Also
Perception.
9.
9. Like I said, dead silent. You only hear Tarnum's torch and your footsteps at the moment. As you guys come through here, you can see the path curves right. And you spend another good 30 minutes traveling this path before you can see it reaches a split. To the left, you can see fallen rubble completely blocks the path. But to the right, it continues on. And here, you can see you can see the cavern walls actually look different. They look definitely more natural here. You see wooden supports lining this new cavern with abandoned mining pickaxes and carts, rusted and forgotten.
The one that's caved in, does that look like it's been deliberately caved in, or if it was natural?
Make a nature check.
Another one with +0 on it. Oh, 16.
16. Based on the up at the top, you're looking for any sorts of pick marks or anything like that. You don't see any. Looks like this was a natural mining cave-in.
So it looks like it's been here a while.
Yep.
Okay.
So you guys continue on to the path. Or do you guys have anything else you wish to do here?
I'm guessing that they look the same on the other side. I don't know if Allie would be able to see. Maybe send Allie on the other side to help us any.
Well, I don't think we can see the other side of the cave-in, so you can't get Owly over there.
No, it's completely blocked off. Unless you want to grab a pick and start mining. Corian.
Well, you know, I am good at moving boulders, so...
I can do a thunder wave and alert everyone.
Maybe kill us with another cave-in.
They're watching us anyway. They know where we are.
We should probably just keep going down the tunnel, though, I'd imagine.
I'm sorry, I was gone for a quick second. What happened?
You died. We all ran away from you.
So you entered. You were previously in a smooth cavern that looked a little unnatural, but you entered it now. It looks to be like a mining cavern. To the left is completely blocked off, but to the right you see it looks like mining tracks, mining carts and pickaxes that are rusted. Looks like this place hasn't been in use in a long time.
Are there still tracks where the minecarts are?
It's mostly broken, but you do see looks like there are bits and pieces of it.
Okay, it's not like a smooth, complete track then. That looks really old and rusted. And...
No, it is. It looks like it's been here a long time.
Okay.
So, does one side look cleaner than the other? Like
You
people
can't-
have come through?
You can't see. I mean, here, I'll show you what it looks like. It basically looks like this. You can see the rubble to the left immediately, but it like meets exactly where the rubble is and goes right.
Oh, okay.
Great,
And
great
this
kind
is
of
where,
blends in.
this is where you can see the tracks and some of the carts as well. But you don't see any other kind of path here. But if you wish to look for some kind of footprints, you can too.
I do.
Okay. Go
I'd
make
like
that.
to.
Both survival checks.
I would offer my services as I'm a tracker, but I'll let the boys handle it.
17.
17, nice.
Way less than that. 8.
6.
Check for tracks, gang.
Are there
Oh,
any
done.
fossils of dinosaurs?
You guys don't have time to excavate.
Ooh, dude, we could totally pull out a skeleton and have it. This clear could probably bring it back to life for us.
Can you revive fossils?
Technically, if there is a spell I think that lets you raise someone from like a century or something. I can't remember.
I think, was it
I
like
think True Resurrection does.
Raise the Dead will form a skeleton out of skeleton, so
You
we
can
could have
speak with dead.
we could have a skeleton dinosaur. That'd be awesome.
What would a dinosaur have to say?
Why am I in a cavern? Did you guys have any sorts of business here?
So what did we see with the footprint check?
Oh, that's right. You both, or actually, what did you roll?
I
8
rolled
or
an
something?
8.
Okay. Hanok, you do see looks to be quite a few footprints. Boot size almost. It definitely gives off a humanoid presence. You see, it looks like some of the dirt here is dragged along, like something was pulled. But you do see quite a few footprints heading down where you're heading currently.
I point this out to everybody.
All right, then we should keep heading down then.
And they appear to be different sizes. I should mention that too.
Do
So-
any appear to be like tiny, like gnomish?
Actually, they do appear. A few appear to be gnomish.
Gnomes.
Are they new or?
Gnome detector.
They did like enslave my people, so
From Hanok's roll, they do appear to be. They do appear to be pretty recent.
We did originally come here for.
I'm gonna go up to her and demand that she lets my people go.
You would be foolish.
It's okay, you can do that. I will turn and leave.
All right, let's do this.
All right.
I'll drink my potion of haste and run back to the surface. Follow me. I've got the stick.
Wow.
You want the stick boy?
Go get it. Um, but what was I at? You continue on through this new passageway. This much, like I said, much more natural. You can see more mining carts and materials. Looks to be like lumps of coal spilled over the barren floor. You can see more tracks, but they're starting to fade a little bit, ruined and sparse. This path does not curve; it goes straight, and it's heading at a downward angle. You continue down this long passageway for more time before, and like I said, it is very dark, but with the light it's helping. You begin to see some of these wooden supports as you're heading more down you can see bits of cobwebs in them, and continue on more. You can see some of these cobwebs are actually on the walls too, kind of like forming some kind of webbing decoration.
Right.
Oh,
Baz,
spiders.
now you're a dwarf. You dig. What do you know of this place?
He's gonna roll for that.
You know this mine?
I know a little bit. I never worked in them, but it's very expansive. It's easy to get lost.
What are they mine for?
All sorts of things. This mine is very rich in materials. That's why Emberwall is considered one of the best for these forged materials.
What materials came from here? I've seen coal on the ground.
Coal, iron, some silver and gold too. There's really quite a lot you can get here.
Anything unusual? Stuff sought after all over the world?
Not that I know of.
All
We're
right.
mostly known for how we forge the metals into our armor and swords.
I take a glance over him. Does he look like he's got any better forged armor on him than I've seen anyone else wear in other towns and cities?
Actually, no, I don't think you'll need to make a check for this. You kind of like look it over. I mean, it's nice. It appears to be studded leather, but you've seen quite a few people wear that before.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in this town because I mean it's pretty poor, but that's about the best you can make out of it. But he says
Well,
he doesn't recognize the cobwebs. I mean, he knows there are spiders, but he doesn't know. He never knew that there were some down here.
What kind of spiders are we talking? You know, rumors you've heard: big, small, medium.
I'm hoping small.
I'm assuming there's other entrances besides through Violet's bed.
How wide is this tunnel, and how tall is it in feet, roughly?
It's about be about 12, 13 feet width.
Oh, geez.
So you could probably fit two of you on each side. But it is about 8 feet tall.
That's a big spider that could get in here.
Does Faznar know of other entrances to these mines?
Of what?
Entrances to the mines besides through Violet's bed?
He's actually not familiar with this place. He's actually confused why there's even a path to the mines in the first place.
Well, there is the mines on the left side of the city, is there not?
Yes, he says the only mines he knows of is the can't remember the name of it. The mines of the city. But actually, Tarn, I'm going to make a survival check.
Okay. Natural 20, so 27.
Despite that immense spiraling staircase, you still have a sense of direction.
Of course I do. Why do you think I keep making maps?
You do know this kind of path you've taken would lead in the general direction of the cavern of the mines, the core plummet mines. That's what they're called.
We're heading towards the mines right now.
Looks like we're in them, or at least part of it.
Who said that?
Avis.
Oh, okay. If it was Faznar, I was going to say something witty, but I know my place.
That's right. But yeah. So that's about as much as you can make out from it. Ever says, "Do you think we could handle spiders? I mean, we've handled them before, but do you think we should sleep or should we continue on?"
It's about 2:30 in the afternoon, isn't it?
You guys are still exhausted though, just from, especially those of you that have died.
I think we should push on.
You have energy to push on. You have energy to push on. It's just.
I don't want to deplete tomorrow's resources against
Right.
the big guys. on
Yeah, she
spiders.
refreshes. I mean, she was almost dead, so
Yeah, she's gonna be weakened as much as we are.
All right. So you guys continue on. You can see, as you kind of expected, this webbing appears to get thicker and thicker. You can see it's covering not just parts of the wall, somewhere on the ground. You can see it starts to spill onto the ground. Sometimes you have to actually push through some of the webbing to actually get past it.
I'll pull out my fire sword and start setting fire to some of it to clear the way.
Okay.
You push
Yeah.
torch as well.
What was that?
I can cast Firebolt.
So you kind
Is
of
that a cantrip?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Avarice has produced flames, right?
yes, he will help kind of clear out some of the ones in the vicinity. As you get into more thick and thick webbing, I need you guys to make a perception check.
Natural 20.
Ava's got a natural 20.
18.
14.
23 then.
9 for Hanok, 22 for Owly.
All right. So most of you actually see on the left side there appears to be some more webbing on the cavern rocks, but you see looks to be there are a couple figures in the walls, Tarnum, and I guess Avers too, but you see looks like there is a skeleton embedded in the wall itself by webbing. And you can see it looks like two objects on the ground on either side that look it looks circular and white, but not like a perfect circle, more like an oval.
Hold up. Something on the ground here and a skeleton trapped in the wall.
Does it look
I mean,
like
it's
eggs?
probably hard. It's probably hard to tell, but can I get a bit of a look at the skeleton? Does it look like it was eaten, or that it just decayed over time?
Make a medicine check.
I like to cast Detect Magic with my wand.
Okay.
Does the skeleton or anything within 30 feet of me give off, magical vibes other than our stuff?
At the moment, it does not.
18.
Okay,
on
that'll
that
be up for
medicine
10
check.
minutes.
18, nice. Based on, I mean, there isn't any skin to see, but you can see
Right.
on the spinal cord there appears to be like a tear in it, almost like something slashed or something. You can probably assume it could be a spider bite if it was big enough, but it appears like it. If anything, it was most likely it was eaten in some sort.
Be careful of bad here. This poor fellow got eaten. Can I investigate these little circles on the ground? I mean, I don't know how close we are to them.
They're close by. They're about 10 feet from the wall with the body. What would you like to do with them? Try and
Can I
get
go-
close to see what they are, or
Yeah, but You know, being very cautious around here. And
Okay. Actually, this would be a good point to everyone make a stealth check to see how well you can hide in this cavern.
natural one. For me.
12.
We got 22.
25
18 for Hanook.
to Drostan.
12 for Ali.
Okay. So, Tarnum.
I guess a web in my mouth will stop.
Yeah, you get a mouthful. You go down close to this object. You're not really familiar with what it is. It's covered in the webbing too. You take a step towards it, and you're a good like 3 feet from it, and you kind of like lean down and kind of see what it opens, and you hear it sounds like a crack as this thing splits in half. And you can see it looks like hundreds of tiny pitch black spiders scattering away. Some of them crawl on your legs and feet in an attempt to flee. It's not a very pleasant feeling.
These are eggs.
Are they just calling on you?
I put the torch down to my trousers and start and try and burn some of them.
All right, you kind of slash at them. You also feel something like wet drop on the back of your head.
All of a sudden, do I feel there's a wind in this cavern? Has something just picked up in here?
No,
Because it was
but,
dead silent. Okay. I look up.
you see it looks like a giant pitch black figure with like some kind of deep red eyes, and you see this black stinger come down upon you.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I pull my shield out.
It rolls a natural 1. You pull up your shield instinctively, and you see this black stinger deflect off your shield. You see some kind of like green yellow liquid pouring out of the stinger. You said you have your sword up. Was that right?
Yeah, I've been using it to clear the webs, yeah.
All right. You see as you pull back your shield and reveal your sword, which is kind of like flaming. You actually see this creature recoil in an attempt to run away. You hear a loud shriek as it attempts to run back into some looks like some opening up in the ceiling. You can see. What would you like to do?
Back up right now and explain to the group that there is probably a big spider nest in this area, and we should be very careful. They seem to be as afraid of us as we are afraid of them. Be careful.
Ergus, you see behind you looks to be 2 giant spiders.
It's not wrong. Point them out.
What would you like to do with them?
How far away?
They're currently 15 feet away, and you can see they didn't think that you saw them, but they're slowly creeping forward. You can see them from the light casted by Ergus.
I don't know how good idea a thunder wave is in these caverns. That's the only thing I could.
That might wake all of them up.
Yeah.
Do you have a bow?
I have the dagger. I could hit both them.
You could.
I'll try throwing it at them, I guess.
Okay. Gonna make 2 attacks.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Did you roll a hit though?
12.
Plus your modifier, right? Your attack bonus.
They said they're about 15 feet away from him, so that'd be about there, right?
Yeah, I was just placing them on the field.
Yeah. How big are they? 5 by 5, or are they bigger than that?
They are technically large.
Okay.
You can leave them at that size, but they're technically like crawling on the walls too. So
Oh man, great.
I don't see the attack bonus. Just +1 for the dagger.
It would be your dexterity bonus.
dexterity plus proficiency +1. So that'd be like what, 19 or something?
I think it's +9. It would be
Oh, nice.
21.
21. And so that hits. Go and roll your second one. Nice. So that one hits too. So go and roll your damage.
That'd be 7 for the first one. And the second one, 6.
You also get damage bonus to each. Should be your damage modifier. It's just your dexterity +1.
Okay, so it's
What is your dexterity? Is it like 2 or something, or 3?
yeah, it says my dex is +2.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
dexterity is
+2.
+2. Okay, so you add +3 to each, so it's 10 damage for the first and 9 for the second. That's pretty good.
No, I rolled a 5 and I did the +2.
Oh, okay.
It'd be 8 for the first one, and then this one is. It doesn't say I don't get my dex modifier. And no bonus for the second attack.
This is part of the. It's in right by your attack bonus in the middle of the sheet. It should say
I have
damage
what you
next to it.
put down for the dagger. It's make a separate attack roll on this new target, doing the 1d4 piercing and cold, and no bonus.
Oh, it doesn't have. Okay, that's right. So just 6 then.
8 and 6.
Okay, good to know. I forgot about that. All right. So you throw a dagger, hits one and ricochets and hits the other before returning back to you. You can see bits of ice protruding off of them, but they're still heading towards you. You guys do hear Erich's call out behind you guys. And you do have room to walk around too, so you could like go left or right.
Are we just attacking, or are we going into combat? What's going on?
Like, yeah.
I'm giving you guys, any of you all, a free turn because they spent their action to get close to you guys.
Okay.
So you guys can use your turn now, and then we can do initiative after.
All right. Well, I would run up next to Airgis and throw my sword.
Okay. Go to one attack.
That's I can't remember. This doesn't work with Great Weapon Master, right?
You can use Great Weapon with it. I love
Okay.
that.
First one's an 11.
11 misses. You're going for left or right?
Oh man, that one's even worse. It'd have been this one, the one on the right.
All right, so you throw it twice, but both appear to miss.
And then he has to roll. No, I have to roll, right?
Yes, athletics check.
Right. So I guess it wouldn't be an attack. It would be a terrible athletics roll. So I think my sword is just stuck in that spider now. Or no, it wouldn't be. It would just be laying on the ground because I didn't hit him.
Yeah,
I
you
only have
see
to do that when I hit him, right?
Yeah, you see it kind of gets stuck in some spider web right below him.
So yeah, I
floating in the air.
just missed twice.
All right, so you currently are in that position right now.
Because I apparently can't roll much higher than a 6 today.
Which one looks more damaged?
Left.
I cast Firebolt at the one on the left.
Okay, go to attack.
14 plus, I think it's 10. I'm assuming hits.
Yes, that definitely does.
That's 2d10. 10 damage.
All right. Actually, that's doubled. Actually, so you do 20.
Oh, they're vulnerable to fire.
They appear to be. So
I'll burn them all.
So you light this one on fire. You hear a loud shriek as it just writhes in the pain. It's still standing though. Would you like to move anywhere or stay there?
How far am I? 5, 10. So is this like a more open chamber? Like, can I move to the left or right? Or are we still really narrow?
It's 15 feet. You can go left or right.
All right. I'll go here.
Okay.
And I'll bring Owly over near me for now, in front of me. Because it's behind us they attacked from.
And in front of us, I believe.
There was one that descended upon Tarnum, but it appears to have ran away into a crevice.
All right. I'll leave Owly there for now.
Okay. So, who's next? Tarnum. Did you want to do anything?
Well, looks like we have some company. So I step out and pull up my bow, but instead of shooting an arrow, I'm going to do the casting the fireball cantrip that's fixed at 2d10.
Okay. Gonna roll to attack.
What do I add to that? Just the normal bow bonus?
This will be proficiency plus wisdom.
Proficiency plus wisdom?
Yes, plus a d20.
That would be a +7 then, the same as, well, one less than my usual. So 18.
18, that does hit. So gonna roll 2d10.
Let me see. Do I have a d10 here?
This is technically going off of your spellcasting ability, so.
Yeah, 13.
13.
That's doubled, right? 26.
Yeah, this one incinerates. You watch as 2 firebolts completely obliterate it. This one isn't looking too great about that. Avarice.
I like to think that they fired out in like a helix, and they sort of wrapped around each other.
Exactly. He's going to do a produce flame. That hits. He does 9 points of fire damage. And you watch, now that his turn's up, you watch as the spider tries to flee as well, seeing all this. You see they appear to be afraid of the flames, and they hide away.
It said the stream was offline for me, so I didn't know if it was just me.
I think it's back up now too. So
Yeah, it didn't tell me it was still offline, so it was
No
just
worries.
me. Okay, so
Alright.
spiders ran away. That's weird. Like, they seemed awful intelligent.
one of them did burst into flames and die too. So
They weren't really smart for approaching us.
Well, yeah, but they, tried to grab the little guy from the back and drag him off to eat him, probably.
That was their first mistake. I don't know if halflings taste very good.
that's a good question.
I'm not
Papers
sure.
did not say that.
I don't,
Do you like the people?
I don't really condone cannibalism, so
What if you were? Never mind. Okay, so
If
What
I
you
was
guys
in
like to do now?
if I was in a boat in the middle of the ocean and I had no choice, yes, I would definitely eat people.
Is that Corian?
Sure.
Thanks, Corian. All right, so you guys continue on, right?
Yes.
You don't see any more in the vicinity. Appears like you have scared them all off. So
Keep a close eye on that hole as we walk past it. Did you get the other egg?
No, I didn't step on that one. We should avoid that.
Maybe Ashton have more pets.
I
No.
was considering because he rolled a natural one, but Alan did one. So
No, because, like, dozens came out. We don't need dozens of spiders.
Are they still around me? Are they still climbing all up through me?
no, they ran away now, but it was a horrible feeling. It was you could still you feel like you can still feel them crawling up you, but they're not.
Yeah. What is it with me and spiders?
Avers was 20 feet away from that entire thing. But he's not a spider person.
I feel like
But-
it might be a little different when they're the size of people.
Pitch black and bigger than like looming over you. Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, but you got dark vision, right? You can see 60 feet away.
Yeah, and I got a purple light, of course.
Right. I forgot about the purple light.
I should make it like a disco ball or something. I don't know, but so you guys continue on. You can see now the webbing appears to have died away. Looks like you were in the heavy part of it at the moment.
Did anybody get hurt during that skirmish?
Actually, no. I think you're the only one that got attacked.
Well, I didn't take any damage from those spiders, I don't think.
Yeah,
You're mentally scarred by the spiders.
yeah. Ears is.
What did Faznar do when that was all happening? Because he was in front of me, wasn't he? I guess I went up in front of him. He probably laughed at me, didn't he?
Yeah, they were too far away for him to get to him to get to the spiders. So he had concern at the giant spider that was descending upon you, but you scared it away before he could do anything.
He looked concerned, but he didn't bother to say anything.
He couldn't do anything. It was Turnham's turn.
Pretty sure he's a bad guy at this point.
Is he still in front?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pushing him back to the front.
Okay.
You go step on some eggs.
I'd rather not. He continues on with Allie.
Go trip another trap that you can't find.
I found 50% of them.
Wow. Isn't that impressive?
So you guys continue on for about another hour. It's a straight path still heading down. Eventually you see it looks be like another opening. And you kind of go through it. It's like leading to another cavern room. And you see this new area is cylindrical. Below, you can see below glows of orange with looks like bubbling magma about 800 feet down.
Oh, joy.
You can feel the heat rising, but even though it makes you sweat from the excessive heat, you're still shivering from the overwhelming cold that you're feeling. Very, very unnatural. At the moment, you see at the bottom there is a platform that is emerging out of on the opposite side, or like looking down. You can, it looks like going at a 20-degree angle down, or 20 feet down. There's a platform ahead of you. It's about 50 feet away, and like I said, about 20 feet down. And you can see, it looks like there's some kind of peg sticking out of it near the edge. You see another one on your platform. and looks like there's some kind of rope that appears to have been cut and hanging off of the edge on your side.
So there's no path now?
Looks like there was a rope that connected these two, but it's no longer there.
Could we make a path with that bar we have? The bar that we like.
Immovable rod?
Yeah.
Rod.
Don't we have two of those now?
That's a. I think you only had one.
That's a loot sheet question. I think we actually do only have one. I don't think we have two.
No, I was going to say, if we had two, then we could just kind of use it like a set of monkey bars.
So we're standing on like a ledge, and then below us, 20 feet away is another ledge, or 20 feet below us, but 50 feet away. Is that what you said? Is another ledge, and there was a rope connecting the two of them. So.
Yep.
Like if we could use the rod, we could probably mage hand the rope back to us over there.
Mm-hmm.
I could
Or have Ollie fly it up.
wrap rope around an arrow and shoot it down there.
Well, I don't know if Ollie can carry the immovable rod and activate it.
Well, how far up is this?
Oh, we're up. It's down.
I mean, how far down do we think it is?
It's 20 feet down, 50 feet away.
I've used Mage Hand to activate it before. Like it has to be within 30 feet of me. I can't remember. Did we say that Owlie could activate the immovable rod?
How?
Not
Poke with his
really.
beak.
I would say no.
Okay.
You have to use a hand to do that.
How did we do it last time?
That was just over the well, wasn't it? We climbed down.
Last time you fly to go up and get it and bring it back down.
Wait, so Seth, can you show? Can you describe the scene again for me?
We're on a ledge. It's another ledge 50 feet in front of us, but 20 feet down, and 800 feet down from us is a lake of lava.
Right. So it's 20 feet down. Could I use my hand to move the immovable rod 25 feet away from me at a downward angle?
You want to use your mage hand?
Yes. So that way it's not straight down. It's not just because we need to get about 20 feet down. Can I move it like 25 feet away from me at a downward angle? Basically, bringing it down to 20 feet, and also putting it out from us 20 feet.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, that's part of the way, and then we have to somehow get over there.
How about you put it 10 feet up, 25 feet in front of us, and someone just swings over there?
Can I make a check to see, is this like a jumpable distance? Considering it's down, I guess 50 feet is a bit much, isn't it? Even if it's sticking out 20 feet. Is this platform sticking out 20 feet?
If you fall, we can't save you.
So there's like 30 feet, yeah, of actual distance.
Yeah, if someone would have made this jump, it's a strength check, or athletics, I mean. It might be possible. It would have to be a really good jump.
I think with my strength I can only jump 20 feet, so...
Right. Even though you're going down, though, couldn't you use forward momentum and make it with your strength?
It's 50 feet. It would be...
It's only 30, though, because 20 feet of it is sticking out on this platform if you would aim towards it.
I thought it was 50 feet away from us, 20 feet down.
It is 50 feet away, 20 feet down.
Is the platform sticking out or not?
Ahead of you? Yeah, it is.
The one below us, is that sticking out?
Yeah.
Right, but that's the platform that's 50 feet away from us.
So it's 50 feet, then it's sticking out. The entire cavern would then be 70 feet wide.
Yes. Well, plus
Right,
however
now we-
far we came in.
Right. I don't know. Then I guess maybe I
I
mean
have an
I could shoot a rope.
idea.
I mean, if we sleep, I can get a gust of wind prepared or something. But
I
We're
got
gonna
something.
sleep at the edge of a lava lake. That seems like a good
no,
idea.
I'm not saying here, but I'm saying if you need it, my gust of wind can push people. So I just don't have it prepared at the moment. So, or well, actually, could we do featherfall maybe? Would that?
This is 50
Oh.
feet diagonally.
Yeah, I got an idea. Corian, do you think you could swing over to that ledge with me on your back?
I don't know, but why would I want you on my back?
Because if I can cast Tensler's floating disc, which would allow everybody to ride on it. It's immobile while you're within 20 feet of it. If you move more than 20 feet away from it, the disc follows you, so it remains within 20 feet of you.
Does that remain a certain level above the ground, though?
Correct.
So that's 800 feet down.
No, it stays within 20 feet of me always. So basically it would be level with me. The way it works is it's level with me 20 feet behind me. Hence the floating part of the floating disc.
This might come in handy. I have a potion of climbing.
Oh, never mind.
I
It
can climb
can't.
to the other
Never mind.
side.
You can't cross an elevation change of 10 feet or more. Never mind.
I could get
Like
to
I
the
said.
other side using a potion of climbing. But then you'd need me to do something when I was over there.
Look, we just tie 2 ropes onto the immovable rod. You mage hand it out in the middle. One person can swing across and land on the other side. And then the other people can climb out to the immovable rod and come down the other rope.
Could we mage hand? Wait, if one of us goes across, we could bring the rod towards the other side, and then we can stretch the rope that way. But how would we get the rope back?
Well,
Unless,
the
like,
mage hand could
kind
grab
of-
the immovable rod from the other side and just bring it back.
I mean, if we want to stretch the rope across, it's like
I don't know, it's 53 feet something, right, from place to place. So,
on.
my rope's only 50 feet. I mean, I guess I got more than one rope. So,
I mean, we could jump off at the end of the rope, maybe. On for now.
this is way too complicated.
So let's see. We could put the rod here. One of us and have the rope. One of us goes across. We bring the rod over here, and someone would still be holding onto the rope, and the rope would be over here now. We just need a way to anchor the rope over here, and then we could just slide down.
There are
Right.
pegs on each
yeah,
one.
so
Yeah.
right, so we tie a rope to the peg on one side, and then you tie one rope to the movable rod, and then a second rope to the movable rod. Put the movable rod in the middle. Someone can swing across with the other end and tie it to the peg. Yeah?
Maybe.
Let's do it.
Might as well try.
So we're just gonna have 2 different ropes attached to the rod.
Sure.
All right,
So-
tie him off.
So the rod will be in the middle of both ropes. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And
Alright.
was this all being done by the mage hand? Was that right?
Yep, 25 feet out.
Okay.
You said 10 feet up, right, Corian?
Sure. I assume it's got to be up a little bit so we can swing down to it.
Yeah. So I do that 25 feet out, 10 feet up.
Are we basically full on Tarzan in this?
Yes. All
Remember
right.
to
So
jump at the picks.
I've
He wants to
taken.
walk on the rope.
I've taken. Oh, hold on. I've taken 2 of my ropes. I've made one, 60 feet long, by tying 2 ropes together, and we won't tie that one to the immovable rod, and then the rest of the rope will tie the immovable rod. I will swing across, and I will tie off my end.
Cool.
All right, so I'm gonna wait for the immovable rod to get there. You said it's there.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna
Click,
try
click.
to swing across,
Okay.
and I'm gonna
Go
fall in the
ahead.
lava and die.
Gonna make an athletics check.
Oh God, please don't roll a 1.
Nope. I rolled a 7 plus my athletics,
Oh.
so that's a 16.
16. All right. So you
That looked like a 1.
do manage to swing. Look, seems to go well. The rope doesn't break. The rod keeps you in place.
Did I make it on the other ledge?
Yeah, you made it to land on your feet.
Then I will let go of the rope that's tied to the rod and tie the loose rope now to the other peg.
Yes. So now you have the rope tightened up. You test it. Seems pretty sturdy.
All right, now everybody else can slide down.
Yep.
And I will catch and help people up when they get to this end.
All right. So everyone go ahead and do an athletics check with advantage.
Except Faznar, who I will let fall in the lava.
Distant screams. Avers basically does it one-handed.
12.
15.
3.
3 with advantage.
3 with advantage.
Okay. Where are you?
Bye.
So one by one, you guys slide down. Mostly trying to be careful too, especially because in the middle there's the immovable rod. All of you make it. Would Drostan be like on your back or something?
You say, I think you could teleport.
He could
right?
jump. Yeah, he could jump and blink,
that's
right?
fine. Yeah, he could. Yeah, he could jump 10 feet.
He could teleport up to 40 feet, and he can jump so far away.
Yeah, so he jumps and teleports, landing as Corian too. After he does that,
is +1. It need to jump 10 feet, right, to get to the other side. Can he jump
But-
10 feet?
but because it's also going down, it helps him.
Oh
with it.
yeah.
But after that happens, Hinoke, not the strongest, slides down, hits the immovable rod, basically face plants into it, and begins to fall. You guys watch as he just descends further and further. Hinoke, what are you
so-
doing?
So I mean, okay. So can they reach me at all, or am I on my own here?
You landed in the middle, about 25 feet from each end. They
So,
could
can I grasp on anything, like to save myself, or
make us. This would be dexterity saving throw.
okay?
See if you can grab the rod at least before you land.
Natural 1.
Oh,
You-
you're gonna hate me for this. I'm gonna shoot an arrow at him and see if I can get an arrow stuck in him.
Oh, what's that gonna do?
Well, a little, if I can we get some rope on the arrow, maybe?
You're
I-
t-
Can I just
by the
swing
time
my,
you're tying it,
my rope with my grappling hook attached?
Were you? Did you still have? Were you tying a rope to the arrow when you're suggesting that idea, or? I guess.
Would I have done that? Probably not, right?
What did Corian say?
I do have a rope with a grappling hook on it.
Can
okay,
you fire a grappling hook rope at me?
Well, I mean, it's more of a throw, but sure.
sure. Go ahead and gonna roll an attack.
All right,
I'm gonna have to give you disadvantage on it though.
that's fine.
You can add your strength and proficiency.
Okay.
Can't give him inspiration.
You know, yeah, you can go and you can give him inspiration on it.
Well, I got a 16 without inspiration. What's the inspiration die?
Well, it'd be
the-
my armor class, right?
Yes, it would be.
And it hits.
All right. So
D10.
you
His inspiration.
That's not a D10 I just rolled. So it's a 20.
nice. So very quickly you release a grappling hook with rope attached to it downward as you hear the screaming gnome fall.
You're lucky I carry 3 ropes.
You catch it on not his coat but like his inner clothing, and it catches and pulls, suspending him. How much
It would
rope
be.
is it?
It would probably catch on my leather. I wear that little like leather undergarment that holds all my spell scrolls that I
It's
have
a-
made.
It's a 50-foot rope, so
So you're suspended 50 feet down.
Help!
You're looking down at the lava flow. Actually, go make a perception check.
To see how well I see the lava. 12.
12. I mean, from this perfect vantage point, as you have the heat rising in your face, you do see. It looks like there is some kind of platform down there, but that's about it.
800 feet down.
800 feet down.
Oh, well, that's nice to know. I make a mental note of that for later as I scramble and grab the rope that's hanging out of me.
It's like on the one parts of the edge of the cylinder, not like in the center or anything.
So I just grab onto the rope and just
Yeah,
hold on for
you
dear
feel-
life.
You feel Corian tugging you slowly back up.
I give him a hand, and as we're doing that, I say to Corey, "Now's your chance. You could let go."
he weighs like what, 50 pounds? I mean, that's
I wear the bag and I'm 40, so I think I'm like 70 altogether.
I think with 70, I'm still unencumbered. So
Yeah, you're doing this perfectly fine. And eventually, you pull him up, pulling him up onto the rocks.
I was just about to cast fly on myself before they did that. But that saved me because I only have 5th level spell slots left of that high to cast fly, so that was good. Anyone got a mending cantrip?
I'm
Does the cleric?
gonna check. I don't think Avers does. I'm gonna check real quick, but I'll check that too.
yeah, I can push, drag, or lift 600 pounds. So
Yeah.
Jenna says she has it, but Avers does not.
I asked her if she'd be kind enough to mend this.
Sure.
All right. Well, that was incredibly scary. Oh, by the way, fun fact. Apparently there's a platform about 800 feet down.
I don't have that many ropes.
Well, if we need to, we can feather fall down there.
Can you bring back the immovable rod?
Yeah. I cast Mage Hand like shakily and click the rod and bring it back.
All right.
You know, this isn't the first time I've had to catch people as they're falling.
And everybody else made it across successfully. So,
In fact, the last time we headed into the Underdark, I had to catch people who were falling.
3 of them. I think I rolled 2 natural ones with that. So,
Onwards then.
All right. So you guys made it across successfully.
Hopefully not downwards.
We've still not seen any blue lights, have we, that I was told about?
Nope. Um,
Oh, I had 4 ropes. Now I'm down to 3.
okay.
Hey, purple light. Does that count?
I can make it blue.
I think I bought all those ropes last time we went in the Underdark.
In case you needed them.
Yeah. I think I had 5, and we actually had to leave one behind that time, too.
You're gonna have to buy 100 feet of rope next time.
Do they
Good
sell
idea.
100 feet of rope?
I think there's an endless rope.
Oh, I don't know if
That'd
that's
be interesting.
something I can really come across. I think there's like a endless string.
Rope.
Anyways,
Can you make a rope out of the string?
I suppose if you pulled out enough string and knew how to weave it into a rope.
Could Mage Hand make a rope?
You had several hours to do it, maybe.
We just need to combine our Mage Hand Snook. We can knit a rope together.
That's crazy.
I cast Mage Hand and gesture for a high five from Airgius.
Good mine too.
Small people powers activate. Form of 100 feet of rope.
Continuing on.
For goodness
Yeah, I'm already prodding Faznar down the tunnel.
Yeah, I'm with him on that.
You guys were keeping it in order or changing it?
I mean, do you want to be behind or in front of me, Averus?
I'm gonna move to the back, I
I have high
guess.
perception, so I'll stay in front.
Alrighty.
I mean, I can see things good. But
We do
you
have
guys,
a torch up.
yes. After you make it onto this platform, you do see the cavern goes onward.
Well, there's not really a reason for us to walk in single file anymore, so...
Yeah, you could do.
Groups too.
Yeah, there's enough room for 2. If you guys wish.
We could probably shrink down this giant trail of pick us off one by one we've got going here.
All right. So you go through this path and go onward for about another. It's like another 15 minutes, heading similar downward direction. Once again, it's heading straight. There's no curves here. You guys reach another opening, and as you step through, you can see it's a massive expanse. You see ancient ruins of a once grand city. However, you were all only at the start of it. You see those familiar roof mushrooms that emit red light on the cavern roof about 150 feet up, but everywhere else is pitch black. These mushrooms and neural light sources are the only things emitting light here so far, showing you it looks to be like faint shadows of toppled towers and caved-in houses.
Do I recognize this from what I was shown?
At the moment, no. You assume that this is Delzanar, but you're not familiar with it.
Okay.
How are you guys continuing on? Are you keeping your lights? Are you trying to go stealth? What would you like to do?
I mean, you can stealth, right?
Well, I mean, the only one that needs light is Tarnum, so...
If you have light, it will be harder to stealth, but it's still possible.
How bright is the light from the mushrooms?
It's decent, but it definitely does not reach to the bottom.
So the city's dark, but there's a blue glow at the ceiling.
Was it red?
You don't see a blue glow right now. You only see the light coming from the mushrooms up above.
Oh, I thought you said the mushrooms glow blue.
They grow red.
Oh, I totally didn't listen then.
It's good.
So it's not bright. The mushrooms aren't bright enough to light the streets at all.
Yeah, I mean, you can see, like I said, you can see outlines of buildings looking at an angle, but it's essentially pitch black here.
So yeah, Tarnum's gonna need light then. So we'll just press on with our mysterious violet light.
Okay. So everyone go ahead and do stealth checks.
Might it be worth changing the light to be red to match the mushrooms?
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Avers asks if you guys want pass. He has one spell slot for pass without trace. If you guys want it, or no.
No, save it.
Stealth check, you said?
14.
18 for Hanoke.
16 for Tarnum.
Okay, natural 20.
18 for Owly.
16 for Dross down to 16 for both.
Nice. So overall, pretty good. You guys slip through. Even with the light, you don't seem to catch any attention that you can see. You're currently on, looks like a main road, but the cracks and imperfections show that they have not been tended to in a long time. As you continue on, you see there are other roads ahead, and they all intersect this road perpendicular. There are no roads to the right. You appear to be, especially with the cavern wall on the right side, you appear to be at one of the corners of the city at the moment. You press through a little bit more on this main road, and you see it looks like a sign. It's old, but it's still standing. Does anybody speak Dwarvish?
Fasnar does.
We have 2 dwarves with us.
As referring to anybody else too, so you can read it.
No.
I think Dwarvish does too.
I can-
Duragar don't do deep speech, do they? So, Dwarvish.
If you give me 10 minutes, I can. Or I could use my third eye, but I don't want to really waste that on this. If we have somebody who speaks Dwarvish already.
Yeah, you can see Avarice. He walks up to it and he pushes away some of the dust and dirt that's kind of like layered on the sign from age, and he says it reads Arcanus Tower, 1 mile, and you can see it's pointing down the road to the left. He pulls away his hand and kind of brushes off some of the dust and dirt. But you can see it's almost like stuck to his hand. He wipes off more, and you can see he points out to all of you. See, it looks like there's some kind of like thick gray mucus that was also on the sign.
Gross.
I cast Prestidigitation to clean it
He's
up.
like, thank you.
Can we see the tower from here, and does it look like there's any activity going on there? Lights, anything like that?
Make a perception check. Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because you can't see anything.
Oh, no. That's not even worth the disadvantage. I got a 2.
2, okay.
So it would have been a 5, or, 5.
So you see black. That's about it. It's you're not used to seeing in the dark.
Yeah.
I'm going to send Owly up like 100 feet away towards it.
Straight up in the air or in the direction too?
Like in the direction, like upward angle, so it can try to spot it,
Make
basically.
a perception check.
I'm looking through the eyes of Owly. 21.
21. You do see at this high up angle, you can see it looks like most of the buildings here, from you can see from light above, appear to be destroyed and broken, but you do see one tower that stands tall. Appears, from what you can see from flashes of blue light at the top of it, you can see it looks like it's intact mostly, and it's the only thing here that appears to be relatively untouched.
Hello.
Yes?
Can Owly see a a blue path through this city from that tower. That might show us where we have to go to be safe.
Do I see a blue path to the city? I could bring Owly down closer to the ground.
No,
to
you
see-
only see that blue light. No,
Is that what you're looking for, Turnham?
that is what he's looking for. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I can see it.
So there's a path of blue lights because it's
Yep.
Yeah. Is that what I'm seeing? A path of blue light, like Turnham described it as vision?
No, what he saw or what he was told to look for a blue light, not a path.
Oh, yeah, I see
Oh.
the blue light. Also, from our current location, how far away is this blue light?
The sign's pretty accurate. You could probably guess about a mile or so.
Okay. To the blue light, then?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably where she
Yeah,
is.
what did Turnham's vision say? Like, if we need to just go to the blue light? Like, what something about being safe if we take a certain path or something?
What he heard was that there are things here that will hinder your progress.
But that we need to, so it's just go to the blue light, watch out for things that might hinder our progress.
I was told, and I wrote this down, follow the blue light and do not stray from the path. That's why I assumed there was a path of blue lights.
So,
It's a road there, but it's not blue.
okay. Well, down the yellow brick road we go.
Not gonna lie, but that makes me really want to poke around.
And
We
you
can
can.
poke around after we've killed the people that want to summon a god.
But what if we find something good along the way that, Pelor doesn't want us to have?
Muckle.
All right, let's head out.
So you
Do we want to get down this path super quick? I don't know if we're willing to waste time sitting around, but
Why are we sitting around? It's a mile. It's like 10-minute walk.
okay. So, I mean, I could create horses for us to go super quickly down this.
So we wait 10 minutes for you to make a horse so we can go super quick, and we would have been there if we'd have just walked.
Oh, there's creatures or something. We can outrun them, but
that also draw their attention.
yeah, true.
That's
All
a
right, let's
good
roll.
idea. I'm gonna get Drostan to list it out for any sounds, things that might sound like creatures or anything like that.
Okay, go ahead. Go and have him roll a perception check.
I guess advantage on checks to do with hearing. So.
Yep.
Well, that's good. That's a 19. Let's see if I can get that. No, 19 plus 6, so 25. Do they hear anything?
Okay, I'll keep that in mind for now.
He will probably growl if he hears anything.
You travel down the road and you enter deeper into this broken city. And for the first time, you see actual skeletons, but they're on the ground, motionless, small in size as you pass by them, and they're littered on the ground.
Do they look dwarven?
They appear to be the size of Dwarvish.
Yeah.
But as you go through, you see all of these skeletons have something in common. Their skulls are missing. Just something that you pick out.
Weird.
Tarnum, you hear Drostan give a growl.
Does he look in a specific direction, or
He's looking forward.
can I? I mean, I probably can't see anything, but I was like, I think there's something ahead of us. Maybe worth a look. Slow down a second.
What would you guys like to do?
I mean, do we see anything?
At the moment, no. The light doesn't go that far. And
So-
even with your dark vision too, you don't see anything in your dark vision.
Is he pointed down the road we're on?
Mhm. A little tiny bit to the right, but on the road.
Good so then.
So maybe we should maybe we should stray from the path and hide.
Okay. Avros will drop the light for now. There are buildings around that you can hide in if you wish.
Or should we
I
just
mean-
rush it?
I would trust the guy not to stay stray from the path. I say we rush it.
Okay.
It's straight ahead.
Mhm.
Screw it. I cast firebolt in that direction.
Anywhere? Okay.
I mean, if we're going, just go rush this thing. It's Drostan's pointing straight down the path in front of us.
Mhm.
I go to everybody. I go, okay, fine. Before I do it, I say, cast firebolt at it.
That might alert other creatures in the area.
Well, you want to shoot? You want to shoot an arrow down there, turn them, and see what happens?
I can, but I wouldn't know where to aim.
Just straight down the path. See if it hits something big and scary down there.
Sure, I'll take a shot, I guess, with disadvantage.
Friendly.
Okay.
Yeah. It would be with disadvantage, right?
Yes.
So that's a natural one. I should have known.
That's fine. No, yeah. You shoot the arrow and it goes far off, but you not really where you're intending it to go. It goes straight, but you hear the thud. Make a perception check, turn them, and I guess everybody too.
Disadvantage?
This is based off of hearing.
10.
8. 11. Total.
Okay.
Eight.
What are we rolling? I'm sorry.
Perception.
11 for me. 18 for Ollie. My hand speed in tabletop's kind of slow. Do you guys remember what the shortcut key is for that? To make it
No.
so you can move faster or slower?
I do not. I heard an 18. Was that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was Owly.
Owly hears what sounds like quick little steps up ahead. Appears to be getting closer, and you can see barely in the light. Actually, well, the light's dismissed. This be based off your dark vision, same radius. You can
Yeah,
see.
Owly
Looks,
sees dark vision out to 120 feet.
mm-hmm. You see, it looks like a small figure, very tiny, steps into Owly's view. Looks like it has 4 small yellow clawed legs. It's quadrupedal, all attached to appears to be like a brain. And as it gets close enough to see you, you can see it try to scurry away.
Would I recognize this creature?
Make a history check.
19?
19. You have read about these. These are experiments of illithids. They're called intellect devourers.
Hanoke gets really scared really quickly.
This is one of those that Fred knows what that thing is. Tarnum doesn't know what that thing is.
I tell everybody, guys, this is really bad. We have intellect devourers out here. They are incredibly scary.
Do they eat people's heads? Is that why none of these skeletons
Worse,
have a head?
they literally eat your brains and take over your body.
Tell me why nobody has a skull around here.
It appears to have began to run away after seeing you all.
Well, Hanoke, you're the cleverest one here. Why don't you lead us?
We need to move now, as quickly as possible.
Where?
Down the path.
So toward that thing. All right, let's go.
Well, it scattered away, right? Like it went across the path and it left the path.
You saw it head to the right. You're currently at this is technically as you guys got closer. It's like another intersection.
Okay, so did it go down the path that would lead us to this tower, or a different direction?
No, you were heading straight. It went to the right. So it was technically right here, but you saw it go forward and right.
Okay.
First intersection, you said there's no path right. Right. Like it only went forward and left.
So we just keep going then.
All right. So you guys just keep going forward.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Owly like 20 feet or something, maybe 30 feet ahead of us, flying in the air, scouting, since an intellective hour can't really jump it.
Scouting ahead, right? Is that what you said? Scouting ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, you all begin to press forward. Marching order the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Airgius, Corin, gonna make perception checks.
22.
Nice.
Same.
Nice, both of you. As you continue forward, you hear that same stepping, that same kind of like rustling noise that Ali heard. As you guys continue forward, you guys are good like 100 feet away. But the only reason you can hear it now is because it's followed by what sounds like several footsteps behind it. But you turn around and see, you don't. It's very hard to see through the darkness, but you can barely see. Because of your high rolls, you can see some figures heading this way, opposite where you were. Looks like quite a few, but you can't see what they are from here, but from the darkness.
People coming.
Opposite direction. You guys are heading this way.
Oh, they're heading away from us?
Yeah, you saw them heading in the direction you came from.
Okay, never mind. Then I will just keep an eye on them and keep walking.
Okay. So you guys continue forward. After traveling for a while, you finally see past all the crumpled towers. There stands that one in the darkness that you can now see as you get closer to it. Only visible from the flashes of blue light coming from, looks like some kind of windows in the top portion of it. It's not very tall, but it appears to be the only one here that has some kind of safe shelter. And kind of give a visual where you're at.
Which way are we going?
This way. Yes, it'd be kind of like that. I need you guys to make perception checks.
23.
Perception.
Also a 23.
21 for Owly, 5 for Hanoke.
20
Same.
for Tarnum. Perception. Trust. 23 also.
Nice. Keen eye duo in Jostan as well. You're a safe distance away, out of sight, especially from your stealth rolls. But you do see, it looks like through the flashes of the blue light, not only can you see the tower, you can also see brief moments of vision. You see about 50 feet from the entrance to this tower, you see a few entities in long black robes. Because of the light, you can see they have color. Looks to be purple, like an oval-shaped head with looks like 4 tentacles protruding out of the mouth. Some of them, you can see, it looks like there's 3 in sight. 2 of them are holding their heads in pain as they try to push through something you can't see in front of the tower. And you see something, or something appears to be holding those 2 back that you can't tell. You see another one that's currently bent over with its tentacles wrapped around some figure lying down on the ground.
Where are they at?
They are over here. Let me get figurines for them.
Illithids. Mind flares.
There it is.
And they're in pain?
2 of them appear to be, or the ones that are trying to get close to the tower appear to be in pain. You can see they're trying to push through, but something's kind of holding them back.
The tower must be like anti-illithid.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you're a powerful magic caster and you want to summon a god inside a city full of illithid, you're probably going to build a barrier to keep the illithids out.
You see another one. This one over here is the one that's bent over some kind of body.
Hope that's Violet.
Probably not. Well, do we just march down the path to the entrance of the tower then? Straight at them?
You can see as they attempt that, not seeing you guys, they head in this direction to go do something.
I'm gonna do drugs.
What?
Just go get high, guys. Done with this for today.
They're late for Pilates.
Are they
They're
going
not
clubbing?
high.
Well, one of them's high on brain juice.
I'd like to ask one of them if they're holding.
And skipping school.
Is the body still there?
From what you can see from your high perception, the body is still there. But you can see the head is
Listen, yeah.
And it's
Listen.
a...
looks like a large form. You can see from the flashes of blue light, you can see it looks like green skin.
orc, okay.
Yeah. Or,
All
was
right.
it wearing armor that we've seen before, like an elite orc armor, or?
It actually looks like the armor from a regular one. Looks like it didn't make it to the tower.
Well, we should go to the tower while they're distracted, so...
Yeah, we should.
Oh, I'm sure we could take them.
Let's do it.
What's the worst that could happen except losing your head?
Let's go to the tower.
All right. So you guys want to head in?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Check the door for trapped. Phasno.
All right.
Yeah, Fastnar, do something useful.
Wow. Y'all are mean.
And if you can't find any, trip them.
He led us into a trap. He went back on his word.
That is true. He checks the front door and he says it's not trapped.
Open the door, Phasno.
He does, and it's not trapped.
In we go.
Okay. So, you guys all enter this area. The first room you enter looks to be like it was once a library, but all the books and bookshelves you see are burnt and plundered. The floors were riddled with shattered stone and rubble, but it's actually empty. You see there is a spiral staircase that leads to the next floor. Looks like this room entirely was destroyed by something.
Up we go. Yeah.
All right.
I hear no objections, so up we go.
Yeah, I said yeah.
Yep.
Yep, let's go. Let's spill some blood.
Oh, I think I did. I'll remember to do it, but I think I did roll short rest for Illyria. I just forgot to roll the hit points, but I'll do that later. So.
Oh, is
You
she with
guys,
us too? I forgot about her completely.
Yeah, she's here. She wasn't gonna not tag along. But
Do you guys want to see if I can detect any magic?
Sure.
Does that mean you've got
Alright,
to sit around for 10 minutes?
Hell no. That's why we got wands now, baby. I pull out my wand of magic detection and cast detect magic. Third charge.
okay. You do actually sense magic permeating from. It feels like it's almost in this entire tower. It appears to be abjuration, and as it's also near the entrance.
Hey
and
guys,
inside the
you might be
entire cave.
shocked, but there's shielding magic around this place.
Gasp.
That's the only thing you detect so far.
Should seem to work
That's
if
it.
everything's burned.
That's it so far, but
No.
All right. So, what do you guys like to do?
Continue on, right? If there's nothing of interest here.
Floor 2.
All right.
Stealthily.
Second floor.
Elevator.
Okay, I'll keep in mind you guys are still going stealth.
Yeah.
We haven't even
This-
had a long rest yet.
What was that?
Haven't had a long rest.
No, we haven't.
Well, if we long rest, so do they.
Right.
It is up to you guys. I don't know, but so far I
Uh,
hear no.
I
Nope.
think we should push on.
we're pushing on.
You never know, we might even catch them while they're asleep if they were that desperate to rest.
Do you have any spell slots left, Ergius?
Just one. One level one.
Level
That'll-
one.
That'll be enough.
What are you proficient with, Urgius? In terms
Words.
of tools, weapons?
You have that really good knife, don't you?
Yeah, just that.
You have that flying knife that makes multiple strikes or something,
I
right?
can't believe you don't have a
Only
bow.
if there's.
I can give him a bow. I don't know if he could use it.
Only
I think it has to be a short
Crossbow?
bow.
Yeah, I don't have a short bow.
I think just a crossbow maybe.
I have a light crossbow. I can equip. I toss it to Ergius from the bag of holding, in case you need this.
Do you
Can I
have
shoot
bolts?
my knife out of it?
Probably not, but I'm not an expert with these things. I think I fired it like twice.
There you go.
You don't have any ranged cantrips, do you? Just vicious mockery.
I think so, yeah, just that. Put some action though, so
Well, light crossbow will at least give you something to shoot with.
All right. So you guys got that already. So you continue to the next floor.
Quietly.
Okay. Go
how
ahead
many
and roll.
bolts did you give me? For the crossbow? How many bolts did you give me?
I think I would have a full set.
Usually comes in 25s. But
Actually, can I give him one other item before we continue?
Sure.
I hand him my wand of magic missiles.
okay.
3 charges. Try not to spend the last charge, because if I roll 1 in the morning, then the wand goes away. But here you go.
Alright. Thank you.
We were rolling stealth.
Yes.
22.
Natural one. Drostan got a 10. Natural one.
22.
That's what I got.
How many same rolls are we getting?
11 for me and 10 for Owly. We're not stealthing good in the tower.
That's like 3 in a row, man.
Our dice entangled. Entanglement dice.
Well,
I don't feel this.
as long as I keep rolling this good, I'm fine with that.
All right, so you guys go up pretty stealthily. Besides Farnham,
I'll trip up a step. No.
you see the second floor looks like it was once some sort of governmental room. You can see the shattered chairs and tables of stone remind you of the previous room, but most of the rubble here is swept away. Tidied up a little bit. You can see there are also cages. About 50 people stare at the noise Tarna made as you all enter in and shock as they see new faces.
Hello.
Go hold my hand up. Shh.
They're wide-eyed. You can see most of them appear to be, Corin, you would know, especially they appear to be, looks like they haven't eaten food or had water in a while.
What race are they?
Most are halflings and gnomes. You do see a couple humans too.
Urgius, you recognize your parents in this group?
Do I recognize anything?
At that name, you do see 2 halflings that you recognize. That they look a little older than you remember, but you see them both in one of the cages. They not only do they look older, you can say they haven't had food or water in a while, just like everyone else here. But they're just as excited to see you.
I could get, if we wait a minute, I could take these guys to Marfall. We could teleport them out now. Or
How
do you want
about
to wait?
how we wait to teleport them out so we can also go?
All right, fair enough.
But I will give them food.
Okay, so you put some rations through it.
Trying to remember if I have extra water things. I think I have extra water. I bought it before we went in the desert, so I have 4 water skins worth of water.
Oh, that's probably all nasty down there, because that was weeks ago.
Didn't we fill that with dragon blood? Didn't we fill that with dragon blood and then sell it, but then probably have water?
I don't know. I have 4 water skins, so I have
there-
4 clean water skins.
Isn't there a
And
spell?
I have a ton of food still. So
We have all that jerky around.
yes. How many cages are there?
There appears to be 4.
I will give each one a water skin. And how many people am I estimating here?
Roughly 50.
50?
Yep.
Oh man, I'm gonna go ahead and
Have them fight to the death for the food and water.
I if somebody could give up 2 rations,
I think
Yeah,
that's-
I mean, if I have them, I'll give them.
then I have enough to give 1 ration for every 2 people.
Are we not using the jerky up?
No, that's the end of all my food. I have no food now.
Oh, okay.
I have 2 I can give up.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just saying that gives them a half a meal per person.
That'll do for now.
Because I think a ration is like one day's worth of food, right? So that's
Yeah.
half a day's worth of food per person.
And they're small. Most of these halflings probably
Right.
don't eat as much as a person does anyway.
That cleric doesn't have great food and water by chance, do they?
We need
If you
to
want-
we need to save
the
spell
spell slot.
slots. No, save the
Yeah,
spells. This is fine.
fair
They'll be
enough.
fine. Either we come back and we take them someplace safe, or we don't come back at all. So
Isn't it usually like a 1-minute fight anyway?
right.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
Should
can't-
we unlock their cages for them?
no. Keep them safe. If they're locked up, they can't be harmed by anything in this area.
And they can't wander
True.
off and cause problems.
Yeah, for all we know, once we kill the people up there, the magic that's protecting this tower may stop.
Should we arm them with weapons?
No.
Do we even have any left?
We always have scimitars and Legos back holding.
It's fine. They've got food and water. Let's push on. Floor 3.
All right. I say no, bish. Well, I tried.
All right.
I say in common, we'll be back.
All right. So, Airgis, your
Oh yeah, I
parents
guess
call out to
Airgis.
you.
I want to talk to his
Well,
parents before we push on.
Hi, parents.
Not
I
now.
walk outside. Mom, Dad, I had no idea you were still alive. I had your letter and I just assumed that.
What are you doing here?
Well, I
He's-
think originally we came down here because of Tarm had some sort of vision, but I had no idea you guys would be down here.
It's the greatest delight to see you again.
I turn around and go, "You're welcome."
There's horrible people upstairs. The cage is just here.
Do you know anything about them?
Not really. I mean, the 4 of them went up there. We heard some strange noise not too long ago, but that's about it. I know they were talking about some kind of portal, but that's about it.
Do you know what they want with you?
Sacrifices.
It's the souls that they need, just to fuel this portal.
We have to keep these guys away from them.
But
If,
this
like-
amount of souls isn't enough. They need the whole city. That's why they've got those shadow people.
Maybe we should kill them all now so they can't harvest their souls. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't actually say that.
You think it though.
No, I don't. I'm not. I'm chaotic neutral, not lawful evil.
That's how lawful evils think.
All right, let's push on.
Are they on the floor above? I ask Urgis' parents.
Sorry, I was typing something in the Discord. What'd you say?
Are they on the floor above?
For the people, yeah. The mom says that all 4 of them are up there.
Alright.
Only 4?
Well, if you don't count the orc, then
There's
it'll
an-
technically be 5. What was that?
There's an orc up there?
Yes.
Man, there weren't 5 of them to begin with, was there?
Not that
There's
you remember.
Ash, Violet, Vincent, and Orc. That's 4. I hope it grots.
Are there
It's
2
not a
orcs?
bit.
The one that they teleported away with?
No, she only took 1 orc with her.
It'll be Grossen.
And it makes sense that they would, leave some orcs here to guard the 50 prisoners.
Except there are no orcs here, so
No.
because we're in the room with the 50 prisoners, I don't see anyone else. So
I think the guard died outside.
yeah, all right. Well, we can take 5 people, maybe.
4 of them must be pretty weak.
So we can
I
see.
know.
Can we see them right now where we're at?
No.
At the moment, no, you see a staircase that goes up, but it goes out of view.
I mean, we could bum rush them first, try to surprise them.
If all else fails, we could come back down here and get out.
Okay, we should probably open the cages then and get everybody in a group. If we have to run away, we won't have time to get them out.
Yeah.
Faznar.
Can you open these locks?
Yes, I can.
Because my way of picking locks is a little bit loud.
You hear a snap as this lock pick breaks.
Jeez.
Are they all in one cage?
God.
Or...
He has more than one, thankfully, but you're a natural one.
Come on, Faznar.
Oh god, that was almost another one. Okay, no, he gets one open.
I turn to Corian. You think he was really wanted?
Oh, these are battle rolls, but they're barely succeeding.
They have the same. He has the same bounty as we do.
No, we're worth way more than he does.
I mean, but didn't the wanted posters have the same bounty for all of us?
Yeah, but ours is way higher than his.
Yeah, I think you were
5,000
Oh.
each for us. He was only 800. No, he was 1,000.
I mean, we still have them. I can pull them out of the bag of holding and look. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I have it written down here.
Do we really need to do this now?
No, you're right. It's 1:30 in the morning.
Just bragging how much you're worth if you get
What?
caught.
Waiting for Fazanar to get
I mean,
done
what else are we gonna
unlocking
do
these
while he
cages.
spends 30 minutes unlocking the
there.
cages?
There's the pin.
You got any cards?
Okay, so we want everybody to get in a group quietly, and they can eat and drink, and then we'll go try not to die.
Okay. So, you guys going up?
Yeah.
Yep.
We just
All
have
right.
unfinished business to deal with. If it's who we think it is.
You will see.
You and I have unfinished business.
Alright, tell my parents that.
Oh, what'd you say?
Like, we just have something to do with.
Oh.
If it's who we think it is.
It is the people you're after. You have to be careful, though. From what I've seen, they're very strong. Please be
Been
careful.
Once before.
I can tell you guys are covered in blood.
Oh, you think we should clean up before we go? I cast prestidigitation.
Make yourself look a little more presentable.
I mean, you know.
I'm gonna pull on my demon mask.
Oh, I did spend 80 gold on that. I'm gonna put mine on too.
Okay.
I spent
I
like
get mine.
120 gold for mine, so
Is it safe for him to put on his mask? I turned to that potion lady.
Yes, it is.
All right.
This is where the ball is actually taking. In the Underdark.
That was not the intention, no.
Mine's
It
just
is now,
over,
though,
uh,
with your
just over
decorations.
a bit.
I cast minor illusion just to make my mask look more scary.
Nice.
Oh, for God's sake.
She says, Larry says, Corey, I think it's about time you had one of the potions, right?
no.
Before we head up.
Before we head up?
We're about to head up right now, aren't we?
Seems like an odd time to do it, but I suppose I could, but we have to go now. Like, as we're going, I will drink one, but I'm not drinking one, and then we go.
And that's what she meant, yeah.
So you
I think
finish
you should wait till we get into combat.
Well, if I can drink it as we're entering combat, then I can save my bonus action.
Yeah, I can say right before you get up there, you can drink
Yeah.
one.
Yep.
Down one.
All right.
So,
I have deducted one
guys-
from my inventory then.
cool. So you guys head up. Go ahead and make another stealth check, everyone.
You want to pass without a trace this?
I have 1 third level.
18.
Wait, no. I have 2 second levels. That's what it is.
20 for Hinoke, unnatural 20.
You got 17.
Oh no.
23 for time.
What did you roll though?
13.
Me too.
21 for
Wow.
Drostan.
You got an unnatural 20 for Hinoke and 21, I believe. Either 19 or 21 for Owly.
I got
Putting a wall
17.
between you two. All right. So actually, pretty good stealth rolls. You guys head up, and you can see as you reach the top, Corin drinks his potion. As you enter this large room, you can see in the center there is a a flashing orb levitates and crackles that blue light that you guys saw earlier. In front of it, there is a massive 30-foot diameter circular portal, purple and black, that swirls like almost like a thick soup on the wall all the way across from you. Obsidian holds it in place as the orb shoots this energy at it. Orbiting the orb, you see a red stone that appears to be lending some energy to it. And against the wall to the right, you see a doorway that completely stands out of place. You all knowing that this tower is completely circular with no extensions. You see there are chained people being ushered out of it by a woman in a red dress and formal gloves. You see a long table sits close to you with the door of a man strapped unconscious to it. His hands have daggers sticking out of it, and you can see the steady trickle of blood coming out of the wounds. Violet and Vincent stand by this man. You can see they're still covered in blood, hands on the table, kind of taking breaths from the battle they took earlier, with Silenor against the wall to the left. You can see that large orc that came with them stands near the bottom left, closer to Silenor. And you can see, looks like a large chest with objects sticking out of it, sits along the far wall to the right near the portal, with mounds of gold and gems stacked in a pile, like some sort of offering. You hear Violet say, "This is what I've been waiting for. This is my destiny." And you guys run in.
I mean, she said this is my destiny. I mean, that's definitely when we have to come in.
All right, so you can see the door is about halfway open, but you burst open and all enter in. I think that's a good place to pick up for next time.
Aw.
Before we
Next
start the
time.
battle.
Dragon Ball Z.